cray-cray, reality shift, acceleration. I'm getting all the stories. Now, if you saw my video on how I went into like an almost total detachment from my own personality, observing myself, feeling like I didn't know who I was anymore. Yeah, not in a cray-cray way, but just a, let's just say, transitional way. I have some stories for you that other people have shared. Maybe this is what you're experiencing. Symptoms, feelings, it's the shift. And we went through it in December. We had 2 big shifts, and it is affecting us. It helps catapult us to the next level. Always have a choice though. Are you experiencing this? Let's find out. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Are you ready? We're going into the new earth. We're officially going into the new earth. What does that mean? Do you feel like you are not living on the same planet anymore? I don't mean like I'm on Pluto now. Oh, that's right, Pluto's not a planet. Says who? Or just feeling like you're an alien of some kind, an extraterrestrial, to be proper. No, I'm talking about feeling like you're just not living that same life, that you can't even relate to that person, that things don't bother you. Well, I'm going to share a cray-cray moment with you that I just experienced, and more people are experiencing this, and that is, I just went for a nice walk. It's beautiful here in Florida, and clear skies, and I looked at the sun, and I felt like I knew it. Okay, I know this sounds crazy. Hang in there with me, because I'm going to share some other stuff with you, and if you don't relate to this, you'll relate to some of the things that are going on. I felt like it was just almost like a friend that you see, that I was actually a shared energy. I just felt like the sun and I just knew each other. Beyond just seeing this ball of fire in the sky, I just felt like there was a deep connection. Are you experiencing that? Because there's a few other things going on. Now my friend, I think I shared this in the last video, my friend told her husband that Betty White, famous actress here, older actress here, died, and a week later she died. Now my friend didn't remember where she heard that, but she did say to her husband, what is that? Well, we're thinking it's a time shift. I thought, well, maybe Betty White did die the day before they announced it, but no, this was a week before. Time shifts. Now we experienced that a couple of years ago. If you remember some of the stories I was telling you about how things were just appearing, you know, that you can't find, and all of a sudden it's in the middle of the room, or some bizarro kind of situation. Well, it's happening again, only here's the best part about it. Because we are going in an awakened state, because we're choosing higher thoughts, because we're choosing no longer to judge, and we're choosing solutions and healthier lifestyles and all these other things, the transition, the glitches that we're experiencing are going to be different. They're going to be on a higher frequency. In other words, they could be amazing. Miracles. Now you guys in my miracle circle, come on over. It's less than $30 a month, and we go into training, we go into live sessions, and there we come together with our energy. This is very powerful. We come together with our energy to create changes, not infringing on free will. So we send light, we send love, we send all kinds of amazing blessings to one another and everyone. This is powerful. So a lot of people are starting to do that now and seeing the effects of that. And the more of us that do that, the more you're going to see your entire world will change. It's called the New Earth. And somebody, I said, we wouldn't have fast food. And somebody said, hey, babes, babes, okay. Babes here says, the viewer said, we can have fast food in the New Earth. I'm like, no. Why would we do that? Because low energy foods with chemicals don't belong there. These are places that are, causing illnesses and other things. Of course, it wouldn't be allowed in there. So it's a matter of cleaning everything up and going to higher frequencies. So here's another thing. I'm getting a lot of responses from people who tell me they're having out-of-body experiences like I did. But sometimes they actually envision themselves as separate. One of my friends envisioned his body dead, which is amazing. That's like getting the death card in tarot. Big change. It's a positive thing. It's not true death. So I want you to know that the changes you're going to experience are the same things that are going to happen out there, and that is the negativity is going to go through a big transition as it dissolves and goes out, because nobody else is going to give it attention or care about it anymore. So when you pull your attention away from it in quantum physics, it no longer exists, right? Okay, so as long as people participate in it, it will. So we want to pull our energy and our attention away. So are you experiencing seeing yourself as separate, like not even relating to that person who, used to get upset about certain things? Do you find yourself being kinder or seeing things completely different and seeing others completely different, not being bothered by things? Do you find yourself wanting to eat differently? Some people told me that they don't even want to watch the news or movies or eat junk or drink or smoke or do the things that they're doing. I'm hearing that a lot. And so you might feel you don't even have the cravings to do that. You're wanting to give up low frequency things. You're just not resonating with it anymore. And that's the mansion. My father has many mansions. Well, if you want to get to the penthouse, you have to power the elevator with your frequency. So they don't serve all of these things up there. They don't give you low frequency things up there. The elevator takes you up to the healthier, the miracles, the love, the unconditional love, the compassion, all these things. And so you power yourself through your frequency up to that higher floor, and all those things are there. So you don't want to associate with the things that are in the basement anymore. It doesn't feel good at all. You don't even want it, desire it. So what's happening to you? This is cray-cray stuff. Fun, though, isn't it? Symptoms will be ringing in ears. That's coming back a lot. We went through a time period where I didn't hear people saying that much. I've actually had ringing in ears. There's a frequency on this planet, and of course, we're picking up on things. It's that's more than you think it is. It's okay, what's a ringing? What is that? No, you're picking up on a vibration of frequency. Somewhere is causing a ringing in your ears, and that could be your own frequency going up. All right. Or you could have tinnitus and have to go see your doctor. So again, if you have symptoms that are of a scary nature, please don't hesitate to check them out. Many people tell me, oh, there's symptoms of awakening. I'm like, no, you probably need to go to a doctor. Don't dismiss the fact that you're still a human being and that there are some things that have to clean themselves out and change, and you might have some physical symptoms and things you need to take care of. That's okay. Do it. You are still a human being in a physical body, which creates density. So do you have any cray-cray stories? I hope you'll subscribe. And of course, I've got a great announcement for you guys. And that is, I'm creating a new program. It's on my business site, but it's going to be coming out within the next 2 months. And if you don't know, I hear this all the time, people, they don't know their purpose. And I tell them, you don't have to know your purpose. You're here. That alone is massive purpose. It's raising the frequency of this planet. You have to do it personally first. But if you want to really get clear on that, what's your purpose today, because it changes, then we are going to have a program for you that's going to take you step by step, and we're going to look into all of that. I just hear so much people that are feeling like they just don't know where their place is. And so we're going to go into where you are, patterns that you've had. We're going to take you into a journey to connect to the probabilities. And you guys have taken all my courses at landriaonkka.com. You know that total clarity helps you do that, tap into your power. And then what are we going to do here? We're going to help you find that job or that creative thing you need to do. Is it music? Is it, you want to write a book? We're going to help you become the person who does that, because we're disassociating now with the old you that doesn't want to do those things anymore, that are not productive, that doesn't want to think about lack or struggles financially and then blames the world. Somebody just wrote me a horrible email. Horrible email, and my heart went out to this person. I heard the frustration of always being broken, having bad breaks, and I thought, all I hear is struggle, struggle, struggle. And when you let go, opportunities come in because you're not focused on the struggle and the limitations. This never works for me. They're doing this. We no longer blaming the outside world. And this is what's happening now. The transition means we're taking full responsibility, working on this, separating from the density of ourselves and realizing we were a lot more dense than we even thought, right? And when you look at how you reacted, the triggers that you have, you might still feel them, but you're going to see it. Somebody told me that she was in the kitchen, her husband said something, and she was ready, there, bing, trigger, she was ready to go into the old response, and she stopped and realized, she caught herself. So you're going to experience this more. You're going to experience this awareness of that behavior that was just automatic, that you never thought anything about, right? And now you're going to realize, oh my gosh, that is a negative low frequency behavior. And I don't always know where it came from, but all I know is it's not good for me and I don't want to do it anymore. So you'll observe, catch it, and you'll start to change. You'll become a completely new person. It's accelerating, and I'm hearing it from so many of you. And of course, in your comments, you've shared so many amazing stories. Thank you for that. I really love hearing those. So again, please subscribe and share this, because the more we get the word out, that amazing things are happening, and that you alone are so important, and that if you do transition into a new person, you get to choose who that is. You can be anyone you want, but you have to be of the mind of that new person, right? You're shifting your own personality as this whole matrix shifts into the lower densities, fighting to keep position, and the higher ones not even giving it attention. You don't have control over me. I'm going to make new decisions. I'm going to create new positions. I'm going to create my own foods and solutions, and we're not going to contribute to anything negative. So make good choices. I'm going to say this every time. Make good everything you do, from the chemicals you put in your house to your body and everything else. Landria's Favorites on landriaonkka.com. I'm developing an entire page of recommendations of healthy eating, products that I use and try, and I'll send you over there shortly, and you can check it out and see what works for me, including, vegan toothpaste. I mean, not all of them work that well, right? There's no chemicals in them. So at least not too many, let's put it that way. This is a new world, and it's so exciting. It feels good to go into that clean space of eating and clarity and good friendships. And some people are going into negativity too. You're going to experience that. People that are getting angry and doing weird stuff. But I see when they do that they're recognizing that they did it. They're recognizing that what they just did was not really very high frequency, and that's okay. It's okay, but step away from the madness, all right? You don't have to change anybody. That is their journey, and you just have to be there for those who desire your kindness and services. So serve others, and you serve yourself. You're an amazing, a beautiful person. You're light. And when you look at the sun or a tree or anything else, maybe you will experience that oneness, that this is an intelligent creation, just like you, and you are that shared energy of that. And I think that's what I felt, is that's a shared energy. It's not separate from me. It's just another creation of this amazing, vast power that none of us can comprehend. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.